those natural wonders of the world that allow us to be that community of choice, that we're starting to develop the infrastructure around it to encourage growth, and it's growth beyond our borders too. And I think that's one of the things that is changing in terms of the narrative. It's more than just St. John. There's a greater St. John to this. There's even a southern New Brunswick to this. And I think I know it's an old adage, but we're sincerely better together. And I think that's where we look at things like collaboration, where people like Moncton have really got the recipe to it. Whether it's looking at how they share in terms of a shared responsibility in developing their network of trails. We can look at things like that and better collaborate as a region. So St. John, Quispam, Sis, we've got Rossay, St. Martin's, Grand Bay, even as far as Hampton. I think there's opportunity for there. Obviously, the conversation has developed, but it means really putting the rubber to the road and getting some things done.
And I think a lot has gotten done.
Absolutely.
And I think a lot more will get done.
Yeah, it certainly will. And I think we only need to look around. We look at the Safe Clean Drinking Water Project, $150 million infrastructure investment, the largest municipal infrastructure investment that's ever happened in any city, in any municipality in the history of New Brunswick, is happening right now. And when we look at what they're able to do, whether it's out east at the reservoir, whether it's a close to a $50 million savings, $30 to $50 million savings with the wells on the west side, underneath the former Commissioner Edwards, looking at that. The water system that we will have will rival any water system in Canada, and I think that's something that St. Johners can be proud of. The fact that other municipalities, their water systems are becoming more and more antiquated, that will have a modern, up-to-date water system that will, every time you turn that tap on, there will be not only a high-quality product, but it will be reliable, where we can limit and almost prevent whether it's boil water orders, whether it's having to look at the fact that I've got dirty water that's staining my bathtub, even simple things like that. I think that's going to go the way of the dinosaur, and it's just around the corner. So the progress is going. It's on target. It's on budget, and I think we're certainly on our way to success. And that's just one example of some of the key things we're able to do. Just to follow up with that, we have the one-stop development shop, and that brought together all kinds of folks in the area of business and development, and said, look, how can we streamline this process? If you were a developer, you were going to 3 different counters to get one project done, and underneath the last council and continuing into this council, a real collaborative effort, we've been able to reduce that down to one counter, where it's a one-stop shop, so that your investment, time is money, you go to one place and get it all done, and you're assigned one point person. So no longer do you have to chase talking heads or go to 3 or 4 counters, a one-stop shop in order to get your investment